Hey guys, so I know I said I'm gonna be doing a story time about what happened between me and my mother, and I want to say this. I want y'all to please bear with me through this video because I'm really not one to talk about family problems and just problems, period. So if you could just bear with me while I explain a long history of my relationship with my mother. I'm gonna try to make it as short as possible. I'm not gonna try to make this video long or whatnot. But some people, or I had a comment rather, that basically just kind of wanted to know a little bit more about my mother, like her age, and like, and then just suggesting that she may be going through some type of almost like withdrawal, I guess. I don't know. But I'll post a comment in this area. So I want to first say this because I hear it so much, and in all honesty, I'm tired of hearing it. Everybody's relationship with their parents is not going to be the same as other people's relationship with their parents. So just because you have a good relationship with your parents, it does not mean that the next person is going to have that same relationship with their parents. It's just simple. Not everybody's family dynamics is going to be the same as yours. So it's quite frankly disrespectful when I hear people trying to tell me about something that I lived through for years. I lived through my whole life. It's almost like you're trying to tell me about my mother when I'm the one who actively have lived with her and everything else. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how disrespectful that is? So I've heard people say, oh, you only have one mother. I wish my mother was still alive. Like, I just hear all types of things that do not relate to my relationship with my mother. It just simply don't. And I mean, I'm fine with that. I'm not fine with people trying to tell me how I need to have a relationship with my mother, not knowing that have already done those suggestions. And I'm to the point where I'm tired of trying. It's just simple. So before that day, and my days are mixed up, y'all. Like, my days are mixed up. But 2 days before that incident happened of where she kicked me out. I don't even know if it's really kicking me out because I end up leaving. So, well, I guess it is kicking you out when she done packed up all your stuff and had it sitting by the door. So I guess it is her kicking you out. So before that incident happened, I had went to jail. I went to jail because of her. It was an incident that happened with the neighbors in the area, and I am one where me and my mother might not have the best relationship, but nobody's going to disrespect her either. It's just simple as that. Like, just because me and my mother get into it, or just because me and her relationship isn't the best, nobody is going to disrespect my mother. I don't care. I want to say this first. I would never put myself in a position again to go to jail for my mom, and I would never put myself in a position to where I have to defend my mother or anything else. She is a grown woman, and she needs to handle her own issues or situation that she caused on her own. So I would never go through that extent again when it comes to my mother, because it's not worth it. So I ended up going to jail. I'm not going to get into details about that because I don't even know if I legally can, but I ended up going to jail. Now, the thing with that is that my mom did start with the girl. She did. And my mom's gonna be she's gonna be her. She's gonna be her. My mom is 62 years old. She do not act like it. She's 62 years old. She did 15 years at Rikers Island as a correctional officer. She also did a few years down here at SCDC as a correctional officer. She was a nurse at some point. And I mean, if y'all want to know more about my mom, I mean, she's a Leo. um, she's 62. She has 3 stents in her heart. She has back problems. She's disabled. I'm using air quotes here because a disabled person do not act like how she act. So, I mean, I personally do think that her career as a correctional officer definitely influenced her as a individual. Like, she has this hardcore shell, and it's like, okay, you're not in corrections no more. Like, you're not in corrections no more. I'm not your inmate. You know what I'm saying? So she knows absolutely nothing about being feminine. Everything is an insult to her. She takes everything very much not only literally but personally. So yeah. So she started with the neighbor. So that's that. Okay. So I got out of jail, and then 2 days after me getting out of jail, that's when that happened, where I had to call the cops to get the rest of my stuff, and her throwing my stuff out the window, and everything else happened. So I receive some money. My mother had this theory that when I receive money, she gets half, if not all of it. That's just her thought process. Whatever money comes into these hands has to get put into hers. And that's just simple. It doesn't matter if it's $2. She wants half of it. And the thing about that is that a person don't mind helping. I don't mind helping. I give gracefully. I give. But I can't give if you're continuously in my pocket. Like, I'm not gonna be able to get to the point of being able to give you what I want if you keep on asking me every day for money. So now in my mind, I'm thinking, yeah, I could give her about $2,000 or whatnot. But then I was like, at what cost? This is the breakdown that I have to have with myself when I'm dealing with my mother. At what cost? At what cost should I give her $2,000 just to get kicked out? At what cost? You know, like, let's be honest about it. I would rather spend that $2,000 on making sure I have a stable foundation, so when she do kick me out or tell me I can't be here no more, rather, I'm not scrambling. That's just my thought process of it. Like, we're talking about a situation and a woman that I have dealt with. This is something repeatedly that she does. It doesn't matter how much you do for her. It's not enough. I didn't give her $2,000. I did give her $800. I gave her $800 for her to do whatever she wanted to do with it. I also paid $200 and some change for a brand new battery in her car because for some reason her car wasn't cranking. But I gave her $800. I spent $214 whatnot on a battery that she didn't even need. Okay. And then I did little things. So, like, she wanted cigarettes, I'll give her the money for cigarettes. She wanted some money, I give her money or whatnot. So all in all, I gave her about $1,000 or whatnot. So, okay, whatever. That's just money I was giving her, by the way. And I'm not talking about those situations where she be like, oh, well, Tavia, I need this. Can you buy this for me? You know what I'm saying? So even those little moments too. On top of that, y'all, I have been putting food in her house. So I've been spending $200 and some change, $290 something in food for her house. Okay? So I put food in her house. I gave her money towards the light bill. I also gave her money towards water bill, gave her money to, just have in her pocket. And I still get kicked out. So you get what I'm saying? Like, do I want to give her a whole lump sum of $2,000 just for her to kick me out? It's going to happen. It's going to happen regardless. It's going to happen regardless because that's just how she is. Like that. That's just how she is. I don't know why. That's just how she is. I care less to even know why now, because it's just it's just so draining to deal with a person who you don't know why they act the way that they act. You don't know why they act the way that they act. You think that they're bipolar. You think that they're bipolar. You think they have multiple personalities. You think that is something wrong with them, but they don't want to get help for it. Now, also, let me be clear. My mother has never did any drugs. Like, she's not a drug addict. She's never did any drugs. She's never drunk any alcohol or anything else. Like Smirnoff, y'all know Smirnoff, that's nothing but Kool-Aid. If you drink, that is alcohol to her. So my mother, she's not an alcoholic. She don't drink. She's not a drug addict. She never smoked weed. She never did drugs or nothing like that. Only drug she has done is nicotine. Like Newport's 100 is her drug. That is her addiction. That outside of that, she's never did anything. She don't have a man or nothing. Like, it's just her. So I do personally believe that I believe that she suffered from a lot of childhood trauma that she's not being honest about. My mother is a liar. She would lie in order to make herself sound good and make herself sound like she's innocent. She is a liar. She is a pathological liar. She is a manipulative liar. And she is a compulsive liar, y'all. Like, lying is in her DNA. So it's just one of those things where when you deal with someone like that for years, you just come to a breaking point. And my breaking point is today. My breaking point is I'm good on that. And my mother knows when it comes to me that I have full capability of not talking to her, because I'm so detached from her now that it doesn't matter if I have a relationship with her or not. It really doesn't matter. My life's still gonna go on. What needs to happen in God's plan is still gonna happen. It's a lash. So, like, I'm pretty much cool on not having a relationship with my mom. I don't need that to live. Like, I don't need that to live. And my mother I feel like my mother knows that, because anytime that she saw that I'm able to not talk to her for a full year, like, me and my mom kind of just started back talking, not like a few months ago. Like, we kind of just started back talking. And the reason why I haven't talked to her, that was the longest time I have ever not talked to my mom. I haven't talked to her for a full year, and the reason why I didn't talk to her for a full year is because of something that she did. Like, dang, like, she really did that. Like, I don't really put nothing past my mother. I don't put nothing past her at all. I don't put nothing past her. But it's the fact that to go to the extent to pour bleach into the water I have been drinking, like, that right there, that blew my mind. That blew my mind to the point where I was like, yeah, I could never trust you, bro. Like, I could never trust you. And from that point, I stopped talking to my mom for a whole year. And all honesty, we was never supposed to talk after that. Like, I was never supposed to let her back into my life like that. After that, I was never supposed to talk to her again. But I feel like I done rambled enough about it. And I feel like I gave y'all some backstory about my relationship with our mom. I know for me, this time, like, this is it. Like, I'm just so tired of it. I'm tired of it. In all honesty, like, she's the reason why I have blood pressure. Anytime that I have lived with her, I would have headaches for weeks at a time. like weeks at a time. I'm not talking about one day, I'm not talking about 2 days, I'm talking about like 1, 2, maybe 3 weeks at a time, like a consistent headache. Wake up with one, go to sleep with one. It was, living with her is so stressful because it's so unpredictable. You just don't know. And she's the type of person where she will try to kick you when she think that you're down. And she gets this idea of when people come live with her, when her kids come live with her or whatnot, that she could control them in a disrespectful way, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know, but honestly, I'm tired of talking about it. Like I said, this is it. I'm not dealing with my mother no more. I've tried, and I'm tired of trying. The only way that I would speak to my mother again is if she go and seek help. That's the only way I'll talk to her again. Outside of that, I'm good on that. She has lied on her kids numerous of times. She has made it seem as though to other family members that we are non-existent in her life. She has conjured up lies to make it seem as though we don't care or anything else, when it's things like this, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because the people that she taught this to has also experienced her in some type of way, whether it was her cursing them out, whether it's her hanging up on them or whatever else. So it's like, how do y'all believe what she say when she does the same things to y'all? But this video is getting pretty long. That's pretty much it, guys. I'm going to go ahead and actually cook something today. I don't know what yet, but I'm definitely hungry, so I'm about to go ahead and cook and just kind of relax and do these trainings that I have to do. So yeah, I'll see y'all next one. Bye.